Hello guys, this is Zibby from DealMaxMotors. Today for you we have a 85 Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. This car just came in a few hours ago. It's so clean that I can just start making a video on this thing. So we purchased this vehicle. It was a dealer trade originally. It's a very clean Euro spec 500 SL with a AMG replica body kit. Spoiler is original AMG, and it also has a AMG steering wheel. The car was restored some time ago. A beautiful paint job on this vehicle. Let me just show you around closely. There's a pinstripe. Pinstripe is underneath the clear coat, so it's painted on. It's not something that somebody just stuck on here. There's really very little damage to this body here. I don't think there is dents or any scratches here. There's no scratches showing through the paint underneath, so the body work was done very well. No chips in the usual places. There's maybe a tiny speck here. So the restoration was meticulous by the looks of things. The roof looks like it was probably just stored and not used. All the gaskets are in great condition. They're not sunburned. They're soft. No cracking. That pillar looks to be original. So you get an idea what the car would look like if it wasn't restored. It's an 85, so it's, well over 30 years old. And that's how the clear coats look on cars usually. But this thing was done, so that's a great thing. It just needs a nice detail. There's no rust anywhere. So it does come with a AMG wheel, like I mentioned before. It's got 140,000 miles. Some people will tell you it's better to have one that's been driven regularly than one that has 30,000 miles. And yes, there's pluses and minuses of both. Usually when the car isn't driven daily, it will develop a kick in the transmission because of just sitting. So there is a dent here. I think that's the only one I found on this car. That should be easy to pull out for any dent master though. This light has a crack here and here. I think I just sold one on eBay a few months back, and now I'm gonna have to buy one. Well, the thing with these lights is that it's best to buy a set that came from the same car, so that the amber is exactly the same shade of orange, amber. So we'll try to get that. Yeah, I mean, you can see by the condition of these two screws there that this thing was taken care of, kept in a dry place. The interior is very nice. The rails are not rusted. That piece here fell off. I have it. It's in the glove compartment. But you can see that there was no water intrusion and that the car wasn't, you know, sitting somewhere in a moist place. The chromes are not corroding. The seats are amazing. It's original. They're soft. They're not shiny. They're not armored all. They're just a nice satin look to them. They're not really shiny, which I love that. There's some dirt there that has to be cleaned off. We're gonna detail this thing soon. It does have an aftermarket radio, and I was unable so far to find the faceplate for it. I do have an original Becker Mexico radio, but it's really not something that should go with an 85. We'll see what we can figure out there. So same as the other pillar, this one has not been painted. The rubbers are nice. They're not cracking. There's a small dent here from when you remove the roof. If you're not super careful, you might dent those corners there. The roof is painted very nicely. And it does look like that trim was taken off. Everything was removed before the paint. It's just a great restoration somebody did on this. Let me open the hood for you guys. So I've had a few cars with a similar motor, but never the 5-liter. This is a European engine which produces more horsepower than the Euro spec. I mean the American spec. I always forget how to open this thing. Produces more power than the 560s here in the States, due to not having all these restrictions for emissions. So this thing produces 268, correctly if I'm wrong. You know, I can be wrong at times. We'll be replacing some of this brake fluid by the looks of things. Coolant looks very clean. We'll test that for acidity and see if it needs to be done. That's a real quick test. All the belts are looking very good. It looks like Continental belts, so that's perfect. It looks like it's been converted to the new gas R134. Here is our ABS pump. It's a very clean car. It's a little dusty. It needs to be cleaned. Still has the original firing order sticker on here, or what is this? Nope, that's not the firing order. So the brake light was removed. I bet the lens went bad because it's here, but there's no lens. So we'll be reattaching that and either buying a lens or the whole third brake. More on the interior. It's got heated seats. I think that's rare here in the States. An SL with heated seats. It does have the adjustable headlights. Now, in the States, that was illegal to have lights that move. They had to be permanent with the car. So, any of the past Euro spec vehicles that I had them disconnected. And I wonder if these are actually still hooked up to the system. It's really not easy to see that. But there is a way to test it if the system works. So if you put a load in the trunk, the lights will start to aim down more, so you're not blinding people, which is very safe and it's effective. And I have no idea why that was illegal. I guess they wanted you to blind people if you have something heavy in your trunk here in the States. So another quirky thing about this car that separates it from USA spec car is the seats. So it's got seats in the back, guys. So let's try this. Let's move this up where I'm comfortable but not dying. Okay, I could do this. I'm 5'10", so I could actually sit here. And who can fit in the back? Alright, That's the true test right here. Okay, so there isn't a lot of room. Oh, Jesus, I think I got a cramp. Yeah. I don't think this will happen. No. A child? Yes. A grown man? No. They're very hard also. I guess some of the cars had the seats going sideways, but that's not comfortable either. If you have a small kid, yes, I bet you could do this actually. Alright, let me move this back. Nice, okay. So that was that. We tried sitting behind ourselves. Car runs great. There's no ticking, no tacking. The exhaust is very nice. Your oil pressures, everything is as it should. Gonna let you hear this thing now. Definitely has character. That's for sure. Alright guys, I think that'll be it for today. The car will be available for sale after we've gone through it. Actually, I wanted to show you one more thing. So the car does come with the 14-inch BBS rims, and it has 205 70 14s on here at the moment. The Pirellis are nice, but they're aged and they're, you know, just dry rotting. So I already opened up my website, which I calculate the end result of the wheel based on rim width, based on the diameter. So it's wheelsize.com, and then basically you type in your size of the wheel, so tire, aspect ratio, and rim diameter, right? Tire width. The car originally comes with here we go, Mercedes-Benz, let's say 88 560 SE, not SEL. What am I doing? Mercedes-Benz 88 560 SL, 205 65 15. So it's 205 65 15, and it's 648 millimeters around. What we have on the car right now is a 205 70 14, which adds up to 643. So these wheels are actually a bit smaller than the originals, 648. And I was thinking to put on 225 70, 65 14, and that is exactly the same size, 648. So it would be nice with 225s instead of the 205s, but nothing like this is available. Nope. So unfortunately they don't make those tires anymore. 70 14 they do. 65 14 nothing. 70 14 they do, but that would be bigger by some 20 something millimeters. 23, right? I'll figure this out. We'll see what we can get in there. If not, I'll just go with the 205s. So 205 70 14 is what's on there. Not many companies make these. I wish I could get some Pirellis, Michelins, or Contis on this. I cannot. Billstein is a great company that just started making tires for all vehicles. They used to make spare wheels for that Mercedes before. Now they're making tires for everything, so from what I see. I really would not like to go with that thread here. I think my choice would be a BF Goodrich, most likely. That's not a bad tire. With the white wall. I think that might be too much for a R107. Let me know, guys. Thanks for stopping in today. I have some work to do. Looking at tires. I have to start ordering taillights and stuff like that. Thanks for stopping in.